Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly video forecast for the week of June the 15th through the 21st. Today, I have chosen not to use tarot cards for your forecast. I usually do this for about one sign per week and kind of rotate through all the signs. So I'm just going to be doing this reading energetically. What I do have to hold on to for myself, because I'm so used to holding the tarot cards and putting the tarot cards up in the camera, is I have little envelopes that have the day written on them, the day of the week. And this actually is really, it gives me something to hold on to because I'm used to that, but also it gives me something to help me keep my place in where we are as we go through the week. I can look down and go, okay, we're talking about Monday. Let's focus on Monday. So that's what you're going to see me waving around here, because I'm sure at some point I'll wave them up and put them in the camera just like their cards. But that's what I'm holding on to as we go through this reading, Capricorn. So let's see, Monday the 15th through the 21st. And let's see, Capricorn, what does your Monday hold? Okay, so Monday seems like it's going to be a challenging day. It feels like there are some challenging personalities coming in on Monday that you're going to be interacting with. And it feels like there's about 3 different ones, Capricorn. Now, obviously, I just want to remind everybody this is a general reading, so not everything is going to apply to you. This reading is for the majority of the Capricorns who actually watch this video. So if you're not in the majority, something may come up that's not necessarily going to apply to you. So don't worry about it. Don't let it stress you out. But if you want to actually know what's happening for you, then you definitely want to check out my website, see which kind of reading you would like to have, and we can schedule a private session for you particularly. So Monday, Capricorns, about 3 interactions that are going to be challenging. I'm feeling like one of those interactions is going to be with a female, and this is going to be with a female who is she's coming across as feeling pretty blue or feeling depressed, and part of the challenge in interacting with her is going to be that it feels to me like you need her to make some decisions, and these decisions have to do with the future. These decisions have to do with moving forward, and this person seems to be so depressed that they have a hard time even thinking forward-minded. They have a hard time even thinking about down the road that things might be okay in the future, that things might be doable in the future. And so it makes it hard for her to make those decisions for you, hard for you to do what you need to do to help her, because she's having a hard time making those decisions. So that's going to be a really challenging situation that comes up for you on Monday. And then the other challenging situation feels like one of these challenging situations is with a young man or a child who has a lot of questions for you. This person is someone who really likes to know all the ins and outs and the whys and wherefores of how everything works and why this happens and yada yada yada. And so this person is going to be asking you a lot of questions that you aren't used to handling on an everyday basis. And it feels like for some of you, this young person is a child who is just trying to absorb information, just completely curious about how things work. But for others of you, it feels like, Capricorns, this is more of a work situation where maybe you're doing a presentation or some kind of presentation, and this person just really wants to know a lot more details about the information you're presenting than the normal than what would be normal for this situation. And so I feel like if you let it, that can really frustrate you. But if you take it with a grain of salt and realize that this person just really has this need to understand things before he feels comfortable with them, then it's a little bit easier to handle or to take. And you just go ahead and you find that person those answers. And when you do, I feel like he's grateful that you do find the answers. He may not have the best attitude right at first, but when you come back with the answers, he's grateful. He's kind of used to people not having all the answers for him, and he's used to people who can't find all the answers for him. So when you do come back to him, have the integrity to come back to him with the answers that he needs, you're going to just knock his socks off. It's going to be such a good thing. You're going to blow him away. He's going to be thrilled to have that kind of service from you. So third situation, because originally I picked up on 3 challenging situations. Oh, interesting. The other challenging interaction is with yourself. I feel like Capricorns, there's going to be something that you're beating up on yourself for on Monday. And so typically when I get this type of, the way this feels is this is one of those things where you're blaming yourself for something that went wrong when probably, usually, in this case, you didn't have that much to do with what actually went wrong. But somehow you still have decided that, well, if I would have done this different, or would have done that different, or would have talked to this person, or would have done this, then maybe it wouldn't have turned out the way it did. Some things are just meant to turn out the way that they do. Some things turn out the way they do because consequences of other people's karma are such, but you can't always take the blame for everything. And so Monday, if you can kind of quit beating up on yourself, that will help you a lot. I have a good friend who is no longer with us, but he used to say, if you can find one good reason to beat up on yourself, I would support it. But I don't see where it benefits anybody. I've never seen where it benefits anybody in any situation. So let's not do that. And that's what I'm saying to you. Let's not do that. There's no need for that. Now, it's not productive at all. Tuesday, Capricorn. By the way, on the person that on Monday that had all the questions, whenever you get back to them with the answers, I feel like you have a very positive outcome from that, especially in the business setting. Okay, so Capricorns, Tuesday. So Tuesday, here are the first things that I'm hearing. I'm hearing love, 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 and then I'm hearing new romance. Now to me that means that this is going to be a day where you're focusing on somebody that you care about, somebody that you love. For that love, 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 that could be new romance, or it could be anybody else. It could be a family member or a friend, somebody that you care about a lot. New romance, Tuesday. New romance has 2 different meanings, Capricorn, and it's going to depend on what your situation is. Now, new romance, if you are not with somebody, new romance would be the beginning of a new and wonderful thing. But just because I say new romance, if you're already in an established relationship, new romance does not have to be about meeting something new and starting something new with someone outside that relationship. New romance can apply inside the relationship to that falling in love feeling again. Because everybody knows that you don't stay in that wonderful, oh, I'm so in love, gaga feeling that we start out with in a new relationship a lot of times. We kind of fall in and out of love. And so when we have new romance coming in Tuesday, this is telling me that, you know, you're going to be kind of falling in love again with the same person if you're in an established relationship, or that you're going to be doing something together that is romantic on Tuesday. So maybe, I don't know, maybe one of you has a birthday and you're out celebrating the birthday at a nice romantic candlelit dinner, or maybe you do something that, you know, is just the 2 of you that's very romantic. But definitely Tuesday's a nice day for romance. Now for those of you who aren't in an established relationship, this may be a first date with somebody who's really sweet and it turns out to be a nice romantic date, or it could be the first time that you meet somebody and it just turns out to be, you know, a happy romantic type of meeting. I always thought there was a person that I met that I had a long-standing relationship with, and I always thought that when we met, we had some romantic things going on. We met at a drum circle, and afterwards I asked him if he was dating anybody and gave him my card and said, if you would like, call me sometime, maybe we can go out for coffee or something. Because I thought he was kind of cute, you know, and he seemed very nice. So that wasn't the romantic part, though. The romantic part was that as I was leaving and going out to my car, it's the middle of winter, here's this person running down a hill in the snow. I turn around, what's up? I've already lost your card. I need you to give me your card again so I can call you. And so in retrospect, that was always really romantic to have him running down the hill in the snow just because he had lost my number. Although, of course, I was the perfect caretaking type person because I knew exactly where he had stuck my card and I knew exactly that it wasn't lost. But he didn't remember that. So I got that nice romantic gesture. So it could be something as simple as somebody running down the hill through the snow for you, if you're in the right part of the world, but there could be any kind of romantic thing that comes up, whether it's a new romance or whether it's a renewed romance. All right, so Wednesday, Capricorn. Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. See, I told you I would show you the envelope as if it's going to mean something to you. What's coming in on Wednesday for Capricorn that they would need to know about? Okay, so I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing fun day, and the next I'm hearing tighten your seatbelt. So, fun day. Seems like for those of you who are working Wednesday, the rules are going to be a little bit looser than slacker than usual. Maybe people are going to be bringing in stuff for a potluck, and if you're in an office setting, then work is not the highest priority. There's some socializing going on more than what there normally would be there. Maybe even, yeah. So it seems like things are kind of slack a little bit at work, kind of relaxed more at work on Wednesday. And also seems like for the fasten your seatbelt or tighten your seatbelt, what is that about? Okay, so I'm hearing new adventures coming up. So this doesn't feel so much like work, although it could start at work. It could be a couple of you talking at work about something that you want to do after work, but there's new adventures coming up. So I feel like on Wednesday there's going to be some stuff after work that happens where you're going to be doing something that you haven't done before. You may be surprised by what goes on when you do this. It feels like good fun. It feels like good solid fun, though. Um, it doesn't feel like anything threatening or anything scary, but it is something that there are some surprises that come up, and so you just want to have your seatbelt on for those surprises is basically what I'm getting. But it feels like a really an amazing day on Wednesday. Now, Capricorn, Thursday. Thursday. Some of the surprises are still carrying over into Thursday, and in fact, for some of you, I feel like you're already on the summer vacation type thing, and so you're just having some time off and really enjoying it. But Thursday feels very much vacation-ish to me, like I'm picturing like the Hawaiian shirts and just being very laid back and khaki shorts and just going out and having some fun. Definitely doesn't feel like a work day to me at all for you Capricorns. That could be trouble for those of you who actually have to clock in somewhere because it doesn't feel like there's much work happening. This really feels like taking a break and just enjoying life and relaxing. I'm not even feeling a lot of like doing house repairs or anything like that. This feels like another just really fun day on Thursday for you Capricorns. Friday. For those of you who weren't on vacation earlier in the week, I feel like a lot of you are going to be taking half days on Friday or maybe even the whole day off just to have a long 3-day weekend. This feels a little bit different though. Some of this is work oriented. Some of you are going to be doing some projects around the house on Friday, just to kind of get things up to snuff the way you would like to have them be. What else do I feel here? It's funny because here it is, it's Friday, it's the end of the week. It feels less relaxed than Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday really feel like the big relaxed days so far. But Friday, yeah, I do feel like you're doing some things that are not work oriented. They're more for around the house oriented. There's, for some of you, for some of the guys of you especially, I feel like there are projects going on outside, building patios, maybe refinishing patios, cleaning gutters, whatever it is, something going on outside the house, taking care of the outside, maybe doing some landscaping, maybe that's some of the ladies even. And then there are also projects going on inside the house, maybe redoing the kitchen cabinets somehow, or building closets inserts or something, but stuff going on definitely having to do with household projects on Friday, Capricorns. Saturday. Continuation of projects. I see a lot of you guys still working on projects, kind of finishing some things up from the day before. For some of you, this continues on into Sunday. But I also feel like there's time for Saturday. Besides working, I also feel like there's also time for some kind of sporting event for most of you. So whether you're watching that on TV, watching that with friends, whether you're actually a part of it or going to attend it. And then I'm also feeling barbecues and cookouts coming here, Capricorn. So you're going to have a pretty busy day, because I am feeling like some household stuff is still continuing on. Plus we've got the sporting event, somehow you attending a sporting event or you maybe even participating, and then a barbecue cookout coming up Saturday. So busy day. Sunday, it's interesting, I'm hearing family reunion. I think they're usually Saturdays, but anyway, Sunday I'm hearing family reunion, so I think there's going to be a family get together for you guys, Capricorns, of some sort. Sometimes that could be if somebody has a first communion, everybody kind of gets together to celebrate that. So this may not be just an official family reunion. It may have to do with something that's going on in somebody's life. This could be a graduation too, although it's a little late for graduating. But I just feel like there's family coming together on Sunday for a lot of you Capricorns. So that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, I do normally use tarot cards in my private sessions. But if you would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, then go ahead and contact me and I'll be happy to schedule something for you as quickly as possible. And then for everybody else, I will see you all here next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.